Yeah. Hi and welcome to Demetri'S kitchen. I haven't been with you for a while, and the reason is because I've been flipping ill. Is it big? I don't know. My blood pressure went absolutely crazy. I had to go to hospital 3 times. I nearly blacked out, and it's still not totally under control. They've changed the tablets I'm on, but I'm still getting these kind of, it just goes out of control. So, and then you kind of get anxious because you don't know what the hell's going on, and so we've got various tests going on. I'm still waiting for results, and I keep saying I think it's my neck because I had meningitis when I was young and motorbike crashes, and I'm telling you what you don't need to know, but I'm back, sort of. I'm not 100%, so I will do my best to keep thee entertained. Right, so I thought, I'm always having a go at the vegans, and I apologise. So I thought I would make it up to you guys out there. And I'm going to make a sweet potato coconut soup. So it's suitable for vegetarians, vegans, everybody, but it's also a nice soup, and it's nice. So you are going to need 2 large sweet potatoes, which we're going to grate, a bit laborious, but we're going to grate the sweet potatoes. You're going to need, I've got green curry paste here. You can use red or green, it's totally up to you. So we're going to use 2 teaspoons of green paste. You don't want to go too far, otherwise you will need to wash your mouth out with milk, because milk is better for it. Anyway, you're going to need a bunch of coriander. So there it is, a bunch of coriander chopped, fresh coriander chopped. You're going to need coconut milk, which I'm going to use probably a couple of glasses, large glasses. You're going to need a vegetable stock. Here we are, the vegetable stock. I love these little pots, they're much easier and quicker. I'm going to need 1 litre, okay, of vegetable stock. So I'm just going to stick it in there, this is half a litre, put it in the microwave, warm it up, put it in the saucepan. You're going to obviously need a grater, and if you've got one, these are brilliant. My little handheld blender for soups and sauces and dips. If you haven't got one, use a blender. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grate these. So I'm going to say goodbye for a minute, because otherwise you'll be here for at least 20 minutes while and don't go there. Okie dokie. So we saw we're going to use vegetable. Well, you can use, actually, that's olive oil. I'm going to use vegetable oil, but you can use olive oil, rapeseed oil. If you use sesame oil, I would use a little bit of it mixed with vegetable oil if you want to try. Just add a little something else, and you're going to see one. So I'm putting the vegetable oil in the saucepan. I'm going to add the 1 chopped onion, and I mean 1 chopped onion, and it does a little dance. Goes over here, and 1 chopped onion. So you're going to are going to gently fry that for about 4 to 5 minutes, and then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of green curry paste. Here is the looks rather ample, doesn't it? That's the grated 2 sweets. So it's about, I would say it's about, in England we do things mainly in ounces, so I'd say about 26 ounces of grated sweet potato. Bit of onion. I've done the chicken stock there. So that's half a litre. So remember, 1 litre of chicken. Did I say chicken stock? For no you didn't slip there. 1 litre of vegetable stock. Good bloody hell. Just been shot by a vegan. Sorry. Anyway, so I'm going to let that go simmer for a bit, and then I'll get back to you. Right, so the onions have got that lovely smell already of fried onions. What is it about fried onions or bacon? Who knows? So I'm now going to add, there's my lovely green curry paste. So I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. And that's 2. Don't go overboard on this, unless you want to burn the tongue. Right. So for about 1 minute, mjölk and maestro. So for about 1 minute, give that a stir. You smell lovely fragrance begin to come out from the mixture. It'll be beautiful. So over here in England, we've had the driest April on record. So, I mean, panicking about the garden, keeping it nice and moist. This is what that's looking like. That's what you like there. Okay. You been going on a holiday this year? You got your passport. In England, we're having an awful problem with passports. And I suppose, Brexit didn't help. Imagine the EU is playing games, and everybody's still using the work from home and the COVID as an excuse. Right, so that's been going for about a minute. I'm now going to add the sweet potato. Try and keep it in the saucepan. This is when you think maybe I should have used a bigger saucepan. You'll be alright, it's fine. So sweet potato, and you're going to add your stock. So you'll remember, 1 litre of vegetable stock, not chicken stock. So that's only half a litre. I add the other half now. There we go. So that bring it to the boil quite quickly. You can't see from here, but I've got 2 cats. They're meowing to come in. They want to be fed. And they know the time. It's about 15 minutes for the feeding time. Conan now, male cat. You could feed him from morning till night. It's just like insatiable appetite. Hi, appetite. I know not what that means, but I mean appetite. So we're going to bring that to the boil, and then we're going to add 2 large glasses of our coconut milk. Now when you do the coconut milk, or tin, it comes in tins as well, give it a good shake. So it hardens at the top sometimes, so make sure you give it a good shake. So tip that into there already. Yummy. Again, depending on your taste, 1 could be enough for you, but I'm going to put 2 in. It mixes beautifully with the curry paste. Seasoning, nice amount of salt, and pepper. I think I'm running out of pepper. No, black pepper. Almost run out. A chef running out of black pepper. Ooh. So can you believe Elon Musk is buying Twitter, or has bought Twitter, for 44 billion. I mean, who's got 44 billion pounds? Does that mean? What's a gap between Rick and Paul? These days. So, I'm going to come back to you in a minute. That's coming to the boil. Alright, right, I've let the soup cool down a little bit, so I'm going to get my stick blender or my handheld blender, and I'm going to do this. can always use a blend. You can always, if you've got a blender or one of these smoothie makers, you can always stick it in one of those. Do it that way. So almost done. So I'm going to serve this with homemade bread, or you can do homemade naan bread, and a glass of wine, of course. And again, if there's anything you would like me, to show you how to make, please do ask. This is really simple, really easy to make. So I'm actually using this as a starter for. I'm going to do kind of a leek and potato pie with cheese in it, and I'm going to do a kind of beer and mutton, and then they're going to do fondue potatoes. So that's going to be. Ooh, you bastard! Oh. There's a bad cat that goes across our garden. It just went across our garden. If it's BBC, I'll be fine, wouldn't I? Right. Okay, so I'm going to bring you the camera back over. There's a cat that bullies my two cats, and my two cats won't attack because this big cat bullied them when they were young. So that's why I shouted what I shouted, because I'm very protective over my cats. Right, that's what the soup's looking like in there. It's a lovely colour. So you can imagine when we put that in the bowls with the coriander sprinkled on top, served with your naan bread or your homemade bread. Okay, I will show you what it looks like in a bowl later. Ta-ta. Oh, and as always, thank you for watching.